Hey family, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl High Priestess Amar, back with more tea, back with another read. And y'all, I definitely had to go right in and give a part two, a bonus reading for two of my readings I did yesterday. I literally had got this overnight. Like High Power woke me up. It's like fucking I woke me up at 5 in the morning, honestly, and then woke me up again. Like you need to get up and do these readings because it's still some details in there. Now we're gonna go right in and do a prayer and sage our energy real quick. High power, archangels, ancestors, guides, and goddesses of the divine white light, please protect me and my family as we dip into this read. Please protect our energy from any unwanted souls, vibes, or entities. Please give us the clarity and the truth. Please surround us with your love and guide us with your wisdom, always and forever. High power, archangels, ancestors of the divine white light, showing gratitude and thanks for all the blessings, the seasons, new beginnings. For you delivering us away from temptation, guiding us throughout our journey to the motherland of milk and honey. Forever grateful for your divine protection and love. Amen. Now, with that being said, let's tap in. Noel, stop interrupting me. Go in there and watch TV or something. It's too early. I didn't accidentally woke her up, so now we up together versus me going back to sleep after this. Go. Go try to lay back down, man. Go lay down. You need to. So, y'all, this definitely a bonus reading from the Earth reading video yesterday. Now I was in meditation, and that's what really got me going. And I seen it in the middle of the motherfucking night, like y'all. Leaving off from that reading from yesterday, this is very significant. See what y'all dealing with now. Somebody's dealing with a repeat offender. Okay, in spiritual laws, somebody is like I feel like that's why somebody is gonna pass away or something's gonna happen very severe to somebody. It's gonna be a severe punishment because it's the right of way. Somebody got the right of passage to do something because somebody's ancestors been doing something to somebody else's ancestor for a long motherfucking time. Now y'all have to go into your chart and look up exactly which ancestors and look at and figure all y'all stuff out, okay? Because I'm getting there, but we ain't there yet. Work, you know what I'm saying? Just definitely stay tuned. Stay tuned with me. But like what I'm getting though is like, and this is what got me, like somebody here I seen this, the whip in somebody's hand. Whoever you're dealing with, this could literally be your person that you're dealing with, ancestors, or this could be the same ancestors here that y'all could have together. Like what I mean is if you met somebody and they were in your soul tribe and y'all share same ancestors, then that means that this is a common enemy. Okay. Now it didn't make sense to me because I kept getting racism and where it goes all the way back to. This goes all the way back to somebody that's in their 50s right now, between the ages of 40 and 50, is causing some type of harm, neglect, or wrongful doing towards somebody that could be younger than them or the same age as them. Y'all take it how it resonates. But what I'm telling you right now is this is a repeat offender. Somebody traveled centuries, dimensions. Their ancestor traveled centuries, dimensions to torment and agonize your ancestors. Y'all, what I'm saying is these people is repeat offender. They've been doing this shit. This shit go all the way back, but it's different generations. Like this is what I'm getting. Somebody must be Muslim as well. They could definitely be Muslim. But because I was getting something with Malcolm X, but I'm not necessarily. They don't have. You don't have to be though. Take it how it resonates. But what I'm saying is like, all right, you got one generation. It could have started way back in slavery. Because I'm telling y'all, somebody um this ancestor that target your ancestor was definitely they was of European accent. Okay, I don't know exactly what was the Pacific background of them, but this was back in the slavery days. I got a woman holding a whip in her hand, whipping another woman. This is what this was giving me, but this was a slave woman, and usually they left. I don't know how they did it, but I'm hearing my ancestors tell me that usually they left this. So my ancestors are coming to me and telling me that like somebody was like torturing them. Okay, they saying like skip all the small talk, all the bullshit, like all in reality, or this is your ancestors that's coming like all in reality, like somebody was torturing, straight torturing, and this is where coming into you because you could definitely be a part of my soul family. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole part of this, is for us to connect on a soul deeper level. You know, because our ancestors be trying to tell something. You know, you got one person who's better at interpreting or speaking or telling the other group in the soul tribe. You know what I'm saying? That's all this really be, the high priestess and stuff like that. That's all it really be. Like somebody that be better at speaking or pronouncing our pronunciations, or taking information in and handing it down to everybody else in the soul tribe. So it's not like no authority or nothing like that. But your ancestors could definitely want you to know, which they could be my ancestors too. We could definitely be in the same soul tribe family, you know, blessings. But what I'm getting is like somebody definitely was whipping somebody. Like she telling me, like she even crying. She even pulling on my shirt right now. Like I could feel it energetically. Like she's saying like they did this shit to her for no reason. Like it could have been a situation where, you know, somebody like, you know, they liked the little black girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to say it like that, but that's how they giving me. Like, you know, they was fucking with her because they 9 times out of 10 the husband wanted her, liked her, or there was some type of, y'all, I'm hearing inheritance. For some of y'all, if you received an inheritance or some type of something, this got something to do with that shit. Like this enemy came back because you received this inheritance again, or you're gonna receive an inheritance. And this damn ancestor that was torturing your ancestors way back then, it was some type of favoritism or something over you, to where this made them, you know how the master, I'm not gonna call him no motherfucking master, but you know how the motherfucking heads of the household, whatever you wanna call them, you know, that held, you know, held our people captive, right? They took in some type of liking or favoring to a Pacific ancestor, right? And she was being tormented. She could have even been blind, or she telling me like something happened to her eye. Okay, something that could definitely have something to do with your insight, your vision. You know, why you so intuitive or why you get a vision, you could definitely get like something in one side of your eye, like some type of confirmation, like it might itch or twinkle, or you might rub your eye when you get confirmation or something like that. Like it might be something significant. But she telling me like she could have been like somebody. She could. I'm hearing she was beaten. She was beaten, and that, and something happened with her eye, and this lady did that shit. Like I'm getting like a woman. She feel like she had to been married. She held herself in some type of high honor, but basically she was the woman of the house. And she specifically beat and tormented y'all. I see the whip in her hand. This is what y'all is not getting. Like the whip in her hand, the lashes on our your ancestors' back. You know what I'm saying? Like whipping, beating, abuse, torment. Hold on. Yeah. So that's what this ancestors is telling me. Like this is a royal ass whooping. My grandma and your grandma was sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma she gonna set your soul on fire. Somebody's grandma was like, I'm telling y'all, somebody, your ancestors is like, I'm finna whoop this bitch. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, somebody like, no, you ain't got nothing to do with this. Hold on, baby. I'm here. Hold on, baby. Mama got her. Like, you ain't even got nothing to do with this. Like, all in reality, I'm telling you, if you get into physical altercation with somebody, you gonna fucking break their face or something. Like, your strength gonna be so monumental, because your ancestors gonna be right behind you. Like, if this ain't no normal ass whooping, y'all, this is a reincarnated ass whooping. And what I was trying to say is this is from centuries. So it could definitely date it and start it back in the ancestry time, right? But somewhere along the line, this enemy, this was a common enemy that kept reincarnating. So that's why I was getting something about Malcolm X. And it's a little different, not, you know, no disrespect to Martin Luther King. But somebody here is definitely, they're not with the, oh, I'm hearing fight the power, peace, peace, fight the power. Y'all, I'm hearing like somebody's ancestors, they reincarnated, they came back. And they're like, this has to be, you know, they could have definitely marched. You don't have to be Muslim, but you could have definitely marched inside it with Malcolm X, or you could definitely be Muslim. But somebody like, nah, like this is during those times things was different. They couldn't lay their hands on the motherfucker how they want to. Y'all, it's different now. They like, no, no. They like, no, I'm being ass and I'm taking names. Fuck that. Somebody definitely was a common enemy during those times, during those times when people were fighting. You could have, there definitely was a common enemy. And like I said, when you get more acquainted and tapping into your ancestral chart and knowing exactly where you came from, you will get the downloads. They will let you know, like, somebody's ancestor would definitely march with Malcolm X, or they worked closely with Malcolm X here. Definitely, if you love like the Black Panther movies or Malcolm X movies, or you Muslim or some sort here. Look, Siri going off. I don't even know what that's about. I did not say, hey Siri. She over here doing some stuff. See, I'm telling you, they be monitoring devices and shit, y'all. It be weird. That's all. That's because somebody finna get their ass whooped. That's all that be. Somebody know it too, y'all. I'm telling you, a fear came over me. Like somebody know, cause they've been doing something for a long time, and they've been doing something for generations to come. Like this ain't no little shit. Like somebody been tormenting your bloodline for a long time. I feel like each generation, this enemy reincarnated. I'm just gonna be honest. Each generation, this enemy reincarnated, and it's not that your ancestors couldn't beat them. Like they definitely were beating them, but they had to beat them at a different rate. You see, times are different now, and so motherfucker really like nah. Now it's like if your great granddaughter approach my great granddaughter, we whooping her ass. It's some shit like that, bro. Your ancestor, like, I wish a bitch would. Like you gonna have I'm telling you, like, I'm getting somebody ancestor gonna really step through them. I'm getting mans, I'm getting children, young children. Like, don't think I'm getting older grandmamas. Don't think, just because like of our age, it could be a whole man step inside you. I'm telling you, and give you his strength, give you all his fear, all everything that he dealt with back in those days when he couldn't fight, when he couldn't, stand up for himself. Shit. It's a whole new different time now. Motherfuckers out here whooping all kind of people these days. You call a motherfucker out their name on the street. I'm just saying, like, nowadays, that shit people ain't playing with that. Call a motherfucking the N word, y'all, and y'all know I'm not talking about nigga. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Call them that out on the street. Your ass getting me, They gonna beat your ass real quick, too, right there. Motherfucker ain't playing with that shit. Why? Because your ancestors be coming back like, man, fuck you talking about? They gonna punch you right in your shit. Like, it ain't even gonna be them. They can't even got no control over their hands right now. They just fucking you right up. Like, or fucking somebody right up. And like, not to begin into the whole discrimination and all that, not even, but I'm just being honest, bro. This is some real shit. Somebody's ancestor been doing this and tormenting somebody for a long time. And it's different now. Your ancestors like, nah, we want justice. We want peace. I just heard that, bro. Somebody's ancestors like, we want justice. We want peace. I'm telling you, this goes back when they were fighting for their rights and motherfucker was doing shit. These are them same ancestors, same little group of motherfuckers. Somebody migrated north. I'm also hearing migrated south. So young ancestors could have definitely separated. But a lot of times ancestors going to migrate. They could definitely have moved. So they started in the south, moved towards the north, and then are moved from the south, maybe a little bit, and then move a little bit more north or something like that. But I'm hearing migrated towards the north. So I feel like your ancestors definitely dealt with a situation where they had to even move. Okay, well, during slavery time, a lot of times, motherfuckers escaped slavery. Some of y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all need to. Man, y'all need to tap in with y'all ancestors, bro. Y'all don't even know, bro. Y'all can have ancestors like Harriet Tubman and shit like that. Like y'all don't even know, bro. I'm telling you, somebody ancestors migrated north. Like they moved north, and I'm getting like some underground railroad, but I'm not. I'm not. It's like that, but it's giving me like some type of escape or something. Or they could have been very smart, intellectual, where they won their freedom or they won back their rights. I feel like what you do now, if you somebody who definitely speak for the community, Black Power, you know, you definitely stand in your power, your nation, who you are, y'all. I could get emotional, bro, because it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like the ancestors definitely come through you and have you feel their pain, bro. It give you that passion. I remember I was watching a fucking slavery video and I just started bust out crying, bro. Like I was crying uncontrollably because it's like your ancestors, they know that shit, they feel that shit. Like they dealt with that shit. Some of y'all even got ancestors who was forced. Cause I'm seeing this now, ancestors who was forced off a boat, and what I'm getting is like they cut their arms off. They will cut their arms off, and push them overseas. Some of them they didn't have to cut their arms off because they were I'm hearing intuitive. This could definitely have something to do with spirituality too. They knew things like you gotta understand your ancestry traits is so powerful that they knew things even back then. You know, they probably didn't know everything or understand what the fuck was going on. So for some of y'all, once they got pushed into that water, they was noticing that these motherfuckers was using their arms and their legs, like left, right, left, right. They knew to swim or they knew to move back and forth, or they might have known how to swim because they had to swim and catch food or be out in the water doing something out in the water. You know what I'm saying? So they will cut their I'm getting like cutting their arms off by the shoulders and forcing them into the water, making sure they drown. They do not swim back or they it's no absolute chance of survival at all. Some of them didn't know how to swim. So when they pushed them out there, they just died, y'all. This is deep, bro. I don't really want to talk about it. I do, but it be the feelings and emotions be overwhelming sometimes. And I feel like you really need to tap in with your ancestors, man. Really need to tap in. It says, what is this? I don't know why the fuck I'm hearing polyamorous. Somebody come from an ancestry trait where they had multiple wives, or I'm hearing Ku Klux Klan. So this could definitely have something to do with somebody dealing with a situation where somebody wanted to have their ancestors, two different ancestors. So there could be a masculine here that's involved. This is there could definitely be a man here, right? Now this could be unbeknownst to you. A man could have took some type of liking to you or liked you in some kind of way, and they're your ancestors. That's specifically why they targeted you or they came after you. It's something with this man here, it being in the middle. Somebody likes to have options. They like polyamorous relationships, multiple wives, but I'm not getting like marriage within the tribe or something like that. I'm getting more of like, you know, slave holders, um, sleeping with the slaves and sleeping with, you know, their wife or whatever. But it's something like they want somebody to be on the side of them. It's almost like they like the slaves, okay? They like the ancestors more than they liked it their own wife, um, which was of some type of European descent of some sort. I'm not really getting into all of that, so y'all definitely can go look that up. But I'm hearing British, but I'm not sure. Britain, okay, something with the Britons or something like that. But they liked it there more, just being honest. So it's like they wanted that motherfucker in the bed with them. Like, and not to call our ancestors a motherfucker, but like that's what I'm hearing though. Like they wanted them in the bed with them. Like if they could sleep with both the wife, but the wife didn't like that. The wife did not like that. Okay, and so that's probably why somebody's ancestors end up getting beat a lot and tortured a lot because somebody every time this man got ready to have sex or do his do or something like that, he could even favored. I'm getting that one movie. That one movie, it had damn, what is that movie? It's a slavery movie, and in that young actor, she was like real beautiful. I think she was Nigerian, but she was playing in a movie, and she was like a younger girl, and the damn the owner, the slave owner of the house, the man of the house, he wanted her. Like, he liked her. He favored her. He wanted. I mean, she didn't want to have sex with this man, but she was. She did. I mean, so she didn't get whipped and all this other stuff. But the woman was coming after her. Okay, so some of y'all, that's what this is about, man. It go all the way back. You might be like, dang, this is about a man all the way back in them days. Yes, because the problem, like, for them, it's a reincarnated problem, because you could have got some type of favorites, or your ancestors got favored during those times, and yeah, they looking too. Them ancestors, they looking. Somebody's ancestors was favored during those times. Okay, somebody's ancestors was warriors too. They were favored. I mean, this woman, she was favored during this time. Even if you were a man, though, like another generation down the line, you could have definitely been reincarnated, and your ancestors, a particular type of woman was favoring you, or liked you in some kind of way. But what is giving me though is this is somebody's mother, is what it's giving me. Now, if you're a feminine and you and your masculine have the same soul tribe, that could definitely resonate with you. Now, if you are masculine here and you were dealing with some type of, because I'm getting like it's a man here too that could have definitely dealt with this by me saying Malcolm X, because it's something like being reincarnated down the line. It could have definitely started with a woman, and somebody could have definitely had children of the children of the children. Y'all got to think about it now. Children of children of children. Once they intertwine with that man, damn, this goes all the way back, y'all. It's a certain tribe that was introduced to Christianity, and once they was introduced to Christianity, they was also introduced with like Islamic practices, and so that's how that happened. Okay, that's how most people end up becoming Muslim. Their ancestors and things like that. And so the cultures. And so what I'm getting is like somebody could have definitely started back in the slavery days, but somebody could have definitely, after ancestors having babies and babies and babies and getting around, it reincarnated, it came back up during those times. Maybe when somebody was fighting, during those times when there was like riots and you know what I'm saying, when people was trying to fight for their lives or whatever, that fucking enemy came back again. You know what I'm saying? Like really coming for somebody. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, if y'all do definitely resonate with the Muslim community, um, check out 19 Keys. Check out 19 Keys. Very inspirational. Very inspirational. Very inspirational, dude. I love him. Like his mind is I'm telling you, like it's a whole different level, man. But 19 Keys, high level conversations. Get into it. Definitely tap in. Um, but yeah, I'm getting though, like a lot of this definitely goes back, and so this is all potentialities. So it says, I open a dance of synchronicities. So I'm needing you to definitely pay attention to my ancestor redirected me back to that card, because I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing with this card. But something here is definitely very potent. Very potent, okay? Very new, very vibrant, very upbringing, sprung up from the ground is what I'm getting here. Um, Something is very traditional. Y'all, like for some of y'all, you could have definitely dealt with a tribe who, and it's so crazy because Fourth of July is coming. Like, well, Fourth of July already passed, and if you really know the origins behind, the Fourth of July, this is definitely very significant. Fourth of July could have been lonely or very not. For some of y'all, Fourth of July is cool to celebrate. You see the fireworks, but y'all really need to know and like really need to tap in what really was the Fourth of July was about. That was the day they sold the slaves. That was what that was for. And I mean, they had the fireworks at the event where they were selling the slaves. So for some of y'all, this is getting brought up now because it's if you, like I said, if you're dealing with a masculine and a feminine, or if you're the masculine or the feminine and you were reincarnated, right? Um, your ancestors are reincarnated and coming through you. But what I'm saying is like they broke up families. They broke up black families, and you could definitely come for a tribe where marriage and boundaries were very strong. Yeah, because I'm getting a Pacific tribe that was invaded by Britain. Okay, this don't necessarily have to be for you guys. Like specifically, you could definitely be dealing with a different ancestor here. One of your ancestors that was tormented by this ancestor, even of the same European backgrounds. Like take it because something I was also getting something about politics. Yeah, I'm here. Ain't got no mind. Welcome to the mind of a maniac, street nigga. So that could definitely have something to do with that one reading I had did when I said something about a masculine. You know, somebody of the same race or same nationality as you targeting you or coming against you because of something that you inherited. So you could definitely come from a tribe where social norms was definitely important. So agriculture was important too. They did often like trades, like if you got money, you can trade me for food, something like that. Something like if I'm growing the food and I'm the farmer, and you could definitely trade. We can trade. I could trade for money. You could get something to eat. Values like different trades. A trading economy, like somebody economy was like very strong. Like your tribal economy was very strong. Like they believed in spirituality is what I'm getting. So definitely spirituality. I'm not getting like a king. Now definitely could have been ran by a king, but they had like a government system kind of like with the political beliefs. So like they had like even in their tribe, yeah, this is very intellectual. Like somebody come like, and I'm not saying that somebody's ancestors not, but I'm getting like when they migrated, what they did was they created a community. So like you, and this could be important to you if you pay attention to your background. Like if you're very family oriented, that's all traditional, like that's passed down. If you're somebody who very family oriented, social means, inheritance, like knowing what's rightfully yours and without taking ownership. But I'm getting like this could be the somebody's somebody tribe here was invaded, and that's what happened, and was taken to captive during a trade off. Like their ancestors was taken into captive during a trade off, or during or just for enslavement here. Okay, your ancestors were, and during that times, what was happening was they were splitting up marriages. So it's like that's another reason why this union, if you're dealing with a union, a twin flame, or a high level soulmate, this all goes together. Because your soul back in those days, they fucking split people apart, and they did that shit on purpose. So I'm getting like a woman who was like, say for instance, you like this, the slave owner of the house took in some type of interest to your ancestors, right? But your ancestors was married. So it's like your ancestors got children and shit like that. They married and shit like that. They could have even been having children with this man. Like I'm telling y'all, it's deep, man. And yo, ancestor's husband could have definitely stood by them because they knew that it was rape. They knew, they knew that they didn't want to lay down with the man or had the baby. But during those days, I mean, you couldn't have abortions and stuff like that. You just had the baby and you just raised the baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why they had certain slaves that worked in the house, the light skinned ones or the caramel skinned ones. And then you got the slaves who was out on the field or whatever. And what I'm getting is like she would torment the not only your slave, your ancestor, your great great grandmama. Okay, this is like going way back to the beginning. She would not only torment her, but also torment her children as well. So your other ancestors as well. She would beat them, show, hurt them, do stuff to them, on purposely because she knew where they came from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you're that child my husband fathered or something like that. The bitch will say shit like that or all kind of shit. Like, man, it's crazy what the ancestors have to endure, man. And like what I'm getting is like this shit is coming back to today. And so what they would do is they would break away marriages. So like, oh, for some of y'all doing with an ancestry curse. Y'all dealing with an ancestry curse that was caused and pushed on your ancestry heritage. I mean your ancestors by this bitch here. She caused this shit. No, I don't know if the bitch was necessarily doing voodoo or any of that shit back in those days. Now she definitely could have been doing something, spiritual practices or something like that. But I feel like you guys were like you. I feel like some were. The spiritual is something that you guys, when you believe, and in spirituality, you prayed amongst yourselves, okay, and you created, your beliefs. I forgot what they was calling them, the different gods that is it sachet or sashi or something like that, but they was calling them like different, gods that, the goddess of the moon, goddess of the sun, goddess of the stars, goddess of strength, like that is what I'm getting. Like when your ancestors would pray, they would be very spiritual, but they will pray to like the sun and the moon and the gods, because it's different back then. Now we pray to them, but back in that day, that's who they prayed to. So it's like they could have definitely had a spiritual practices. They could have definitely been, yeah. And I was saying like, cause the intuition was so strong and heightened. Sometimes it often got them hurt. That's why they didn't want them to learn how to read or write or none of that shit. Cause like they were too smart already. You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it, man. We got some strong ancestors. They had to run and make a life for themselves. Like, so you getting like, how we got houses and shit. I'm getting like constructing houses, cooking food, taking care of children, things like that, and without no guidance, like without no proper, like back in those days, they made things how we made things now. Like they made and they came up with things, but to the actual intellect to get that going is what I'm saying. Like that shit came from somewhere. Motherfucker just woke up one day and was like, well, I'm pretty sure if I go down here by the water, you know what I'm saying? If I go down here by the water, I can catch a fucking fish and I can cook it and I'm gonna eat today. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like then nobody sit there and told them. I mean, well, they were giving guide. They were getting guided on what to do, but what I'm saying is like this is how civilization was built today, man. I'm telling you. Like motherfucker, that's why they had, okay, that's why they wanted, and that's why enslavement even happened. Cause motherfucker needed somebody to wipe their ass and clean their houses and build and do shit that they didn't know how to do. I'm just being honest. For real. That's the real tea of it. They call motherfucker dumb and they can't do this, they can't do that, and they make fun of this and that and that. And that's what they did back in the days. They made cartoons about blacks, discriminating and talking about them. But all in reality, motherfucker created this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker created this shit. Y'all, it go all the way back. Because I'm getting the Egyptian days. I'm telling you, kings and queens, goddesses, real goddesses. And I feel like it's a lot that's been awakening, like with today's society now. A lot of shit is happening that a lot of motherfuckers don't like because why? You got, and it be the older motherfuckers that's in the 50s and 60s, the older ass motherfuckers who want things to be back how that it was back in 1984 and shit like that, and motherfuckers between them ages where that shit ain't like that no more. Nowadays we got a black little mermaid. Fuck, what you mean? Nowadays we got black princesses. Nowadays shit is different. And a lot of times that's what this is. Y'all gotta stay woke, man. Y'all gotta be careful who y'all be friends. Cause I was also getting like a masculine who befriend the enemy. Like your ancestors are like, you don't understand, man. I'm hearing the harassment, the embarrassment. Like they don't default you. They don't necessarily like, and this is what I'm getting, bro. Not saying that motherfucker cannot date outside their race. You definitely can, but when you do that, you need to be looking into shit. Been with a motherfucker who enslaved your ancestors, enslaved your ancestors and shit like that. Are they creating generational curses or downfalls on your heritage? So this is like to come as well. Like not just this is like they hexing and cursing your great grandkid. Like after you die, your generation to come, your great grandkids, they great grandkids, they're cursing your bloodline literally as they go. You dealing with motherfuckers like that, like the conniving, evil rivalry is what I'm hearing. Somebody really dealt with a person, and this is definitely I'm getting like a masculine energy was definitely with a woman here who was the whole reason why they generation struggled. You know what I'm saying? They tried to take inheritance and tried to take rights, tried to take, wrong for doing and discrimination and stuff like that. And I know today's society is different. Yeah, that is definitely correct. But what I'm saying is like when you got a bloodline and a curse that was placed upon you, like if you're a feminine here, this woman could have did it to where you will all your children will always be without a father. They cursed your bloodline. Your children, great grandchildren, great grandchildren, nieces, granddaughters, daughters. Your children won't have a father, or they won't have a present father. They will have an absentee father. So like even if the father was there, it wasn't to standard. They want to have a proper household because somebody could definitely feel like their household was tarnished because you were held captive and the man took a or your ancestors was held captive and the man took a liking to your ancestors. So they cursed your whole bloodline. See what type of that's evil as fuck. Like a motherfucker asked to be there. Like a motherfucker asked to be enslaved. Motherfucker had a whole husband back at the hut. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a whole husband and like 5 kids, 3 kids. And then keep having kids because this man keep doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And you raising those kids. Not saying that there was any discrimination against your children, but I'm telling you, man, it all goes back. That's how they light skin versus dark skin. All that shit, bro. It's just another way to separate us. All right? You know? It's gonna be very, inspiring to somebody here who needs to get more into connecting with your ancestors. This shit is deep, man. This shit is deep rooted, man. This ain't no this for real, man. And like your ancestors been trying to tell somebody, and like I said, now that you bring embarrassment or shame onto the bloodline, because shit happens. But it's one of those things where it's like, well, if you were more connected, or if you were more listening, or if you were more entwined, because some of y'all, you could definitely be somebody who is like in your like you believe in black power, you believe in like fighting for your nation, or you got something in you that got that rebellious attitude that makes you want to stand up. I'm getting like Malcolm X here, like somebody is definitely got that Malcolm X spirit. But I'm getting like somebody Somebody could have ignored that, or they could have been something about Popeyes, Louisiana. Somebody could have ignored that though. They could have definitely was quiet about about you know what I'm saying? Like they would see some type of wrongful doing and they quiet about the shit, or they I'm telling you, man, you gotta pay attention, man. People be reincarnated, and not saying that they can't definitely be reincarnated into European body structure, flesh, right? Because that definitely happens too. Like a lot of people, and that's just a side note. Because I'm getting something. A lot of people they feel like when you got people of different color or ethnicity, and they be like, oh yeah, but they hang with a certain crowd. Like I'm just gonna give an example. When you got like a Caucasian man or a Caucasian woman who hangs more with a different crowd or a different ethnicity or race, that ain't by accident. Y'all better pay attention, bro. Y'all that ain't by accident. Motherfucker be reincarnated. That don't mean nothing because they skin light. That just what that means is they daddy was that damn owner, that slave owner of that household, and they could have took more of the European accent. Okay, they could have took more of the European flesh or background or culture, right? They might have red hair, like they Irish ancestors or something like that, right? But that does not mean that they don't feel that soul tribe. They don't feel that they don't feel that in them. That don't mean that, okay? Because definitely a lot of people be getting confused, man. And you really just gotta be woke out here on these days. Like I knew one man who definitely he used to tell me all the time. This is an older man. He like in his 60s now. Old, like 70s. And he used to always be like, "You're one of us." He used to always tell me that, and he's my grandmother friend. Like he's friends with my grandmother to this day. But this man, he will always be like, "You're one of us. You're one of us." Okay, like just really saying like I don't know really what he used to mean by that, but like he used to just be saying little stuff. Okay, and just like he this man, when I say that's why he cool with like my grandma and them, they're like this is they are his friends. He is a part of their soul tribe. You know what I'm saying? His them ancestors, he's familiar with them. Like that's his ancestors too. It's just that, like I said, when you go back or when you pay all the way back attention, motherfuckers were being reborn and they were being light skinned and white and all that stuff. That don't mean or some type of European accent. That don't mean ethnicity. That don't mean that they were not, they don't that they automatically because this and that. No, that does not mean that. Like motherfucker be like, oh, I feel how I feel. You got motherfuckers that be like, they act, but we'll be like, oh, you just acting black. No, that don't mean nothing, bro. Motherfucker be having real, you know what I'm saying? They really feel them ancestors in them. That's why you got motherfuckers back in the days too, though. That's why you got motherfuckers who used to help the blacks. Like all the way back in those days, because they and them ancestors used to come through them and be telling them like, yeah, you this your own people that these people doing this to. Even though you might be saying this same skin color, this your brother, this your sister. These are your aunties and uncles, like that's over here getting discriminated against and getting harmful. It's just like as if it was you and you. You know what I'm saying? And that definitely did change a lot of people's perspectives back in the days, y'all. I ain't mean to get all back into history, y'all. I really didn't. But we got Coyote Tommy. Okay, it says show humor, laughter is your medicine. So that definitely does resonate with me. I feel like nowadays your ancestors definitely do want you to not be in this downward spiral or feeling like, or holding, because today is a new world. I'm hearing today is a new day. When there is no sunshine. I always get that song messed up. I don't think he say there's no sunshine, but I don't know. But today is a new day. So I'm just getting like your ancestors definitely saying like it is definitely a new day. They don't want you to be burned. But understand your culture, man. Understand your culture. Understand where you came from, man. They trying to speak with you. They trying to connect with you, and it's for a deeper. It's for a different reason. And I'm getting like it's also got something to do with your inheritance as well. You will understand why you are so rich in nature. Like I said, are rich in prosperity. For some of y'all, you got somebody comes from a tribe where shit, your ancestors was definitely blessed. Like, and what I'm getting, like, it's a Pacific tribe where I don't know the tribe names, y'all. I'm getting to it, okay? But it's a Pacific tribe, right? I can't remember. Is it Yoruba? Okay, but they and I don't want to disrespect, show no disrespect, no disrespect, no harm, no foul doing. But if I'm into saying the name wrong to anybody's ancestors, but they it was a Pacific tribe where the women inherited a lot, okay, where they were very known for inheritance. Like they often the women was very prosperous. It's like they were inherited riches and golds and jewels and shit. Like it was passed down through their bloodline, specifically the women. So that could definitely resonate with you. Okay. And I'm telling you, abundance ain't just with and like for some of y'all, this could be a man too, but abundance is not just with Noel, stop that. Stop. Abundance is not just with prosperity as well. It's with wisdom, okay? Wisdom, knowledge, inspiration, motivation to get a drive to be, to be able to even do something. We got mystery. It says, open yourself up to unseen. A direction is revealed. Yeah, I'm telling you, and that definitely came out yesterday for the Earth reading. So yeah, your ancestors definitely wanting you to connect spiritually. It says sisterhood. It says in unite in ignite a new sister's adventure. Y'all, so being connected here, sisterhood. I'm hearing sisterhood of the traveling pants. Man, y'all'll be surprised, man. I think that is so important, especially nowadays. Cause nowadays, that's why your ancestors want you. That's why they had shit like that, where safekeepings and things like that, like something that was handed down. That's why they got traditions and things like that. So, like today, man, I would love to have something. Somebody be doing some shit with a voodoo doll. I heard a fucking voodoo doll. Cause I was thinking I would love to have something that was passed down from generation to generations. See, motherfucker be doing that shit when they be doing the curses and shit. They be having old witchcraft handed down and witch recipes. Well, this is how your great 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 grandmama did it back in the. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it this way. They got that shit. But then when you definitely could nowadays though, to find some ancestral art, it costs so much money, and that's actually unfair because that actually should be man. Unless you go to like where you unless you go to the original spot where your ancestors came from. Okay, go over there to the motherland of milk and honey, and buy something from over there where it might not be as much as it is over here, or it might be more shit because the dollars are different, the money is different. But what might not it still might not be a lot of money for y'all. I don't know. It all depends on where you're going. But like I would love to have something that was passed down, generation after generation after generation from my ancestors. I don't care if it was just something small as like a necklace. You know what I'm saying? Something crafted down like a painting, a drawing, a fucking picture. That's why for some of y'all, you know, you definitely do want to go tap in and find out like where you come from. Your ancestors would love that. Okay, they would love to be reunited with you, to stand united, be reunited and stand united. Cause I feel like right now it's some type of division. You're unfamiliar with them. I don't know if you haven't been listening, you've been ignoring, or like you just don't know. Like you ain't been brought up on your education like you should. And it's not. I mean, some of y'all gotta know, man. Y'all got motherfuckers who did that on purpose. don't want you to know about your ancestors, erased your memories, and was doing all this other shit because they don't want you to know how powerful you are. You fuck around, find out your ancestors. I'm hearing Booker T. Washington. You find out you got a powerful ass ancestor, smart ancestor, motherfucker that invented some shit. You be like, damn, you know who my ancestor is? Cause motherfucker don't want you to be that powerful. They don't want you to be that powerful. They don't want to know. They don't want you to know you powerful. They don't want you to know you created some shit. You know, motherfucker already. You gotta understand, like, well, you ain't gotta understand, but when you come, motherfucker invaded your land, took and held your people captive. They've been doing that shit for years. This ain't nothing new by motherfucker trying to take something you created or something you made, especially like back in them days when we got them inventors. Okay, because I'm definitely getting, I forgot his name, but they was saying like the inventor who really invented electricity. Okay, the I forgot his name. The black inventor who invented electricity. You know, you deal with situations like that when motherfuckers try to take the rights or ownership of something or take something over. Okay, definitely could have been dealing with something like that. We got Mother Earth. It says forge a new alliance with nature. Yep. Getting out of nature here, but I'm definitely do get, I am definitely getting, like, it starts with the motherland. It starts with motherland Africa. Okay, it goes all the way back, bro. It starts with the motherland. Go start there. Start there, and figure out exactly where you come from. Here, Ghana. Somebody's ancestors are now migrate. That's why I was getting at migrate north and migrate south. Somebody you're dealing. Oh, hold on. I'll be back. I know somebody. I know somebody tried. Hold on. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, Tuna. Hey, family. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, I was saying, like, also pay attention to your children as well. Like when you got children that's been birthed down, like when you got children and your ancestors has been reincarnated into your children, pay attention what your children say, bro. They be telling stories and they be having dreams and stuff, and they don't even know. Like you ain't never you ain't never seen a child. You be like, bro, that child been here before. That child act like a 60-year-old woman or something. Pay attention to that because your ancestors are being reborn into your children. And a lot of times they be telling stories, man. They'll come tell you some shit like, man, some shit you didn't even know. You be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like something weird, like just out the blue, a nightmare or something that they had. And it's like they trying to tell you something though. And a lot of times they be having something to do with that damn witchcraft. I heard witchcraft. But this is what I was getting though. Somebody that Madelinkin, the Madelinkin people, okay, their king was King Musa Abari, the brother of Mansa Musa. Okay, this definitely has something to do with Islamic prayer. They did Islamic prayers and things like that. They introduced them to once they started the tribe started to. This is specifically for somebody. The tribe started to um. That's why I kept seeing and hearing migrated north, then migrated south because the tribe they started in the south, but these were Haitian people, yeah. And I'll spell it for you. It's MANDL. I mean MANDLNKIN people. The Malinkin, Madelinkin people. Okay, their king was King Massa. Eka, I don't want to say his name wrong. King, but it was the second, the brother of Mansa Musa. Okay, but basically what I'm saying is that's just a little bit that's specific for somebody because I was hearing Ghana and for somebody. your ancestors, they were in the South, but then they went over. Actually, I feel like these were one of the first groups to be enslaved and held captive and held in slavery. Their your ancestor, they traveled over north because they was getting away. They were trying to get away, but they started to do trades once they settled. Okay, they started to trade with the Islamic culture. Okay, and that's how they got their king and their Islamic practices or whatever. Everything was fine. They got invaded by I think they were invaded by Britain. I didn't write it on here. Yup, enslavement. And it's so crazy because they were actually taken literally to the United States. They were enslaved. They were enslaved. They were held and captive and literally took into the United States. So some of y'all, like I said, man, y'all got your ancestors. They migrated north and then they went back south. So some of them are now in Ghana. They're originating. They're back in Ghana. They originate. They went back to the south. Okay, so like that definitely can be significant for somebody, man. Y'all want to check out y'all history, y'all background, y'all upbringing, connect with y'all ancestors, man, because they definitely there. They trying to talk to you. And also, I'm getting that their tribe are very really big on like spiritual beliefs. Okay, arts, their art and their poetry. Somebody is good at poetry, or they got a influence in work. Like their influence in tone. They're the way they talk, whether they're structured. Somebody, bro, I'm telling you, you need to go check out. Man, woo, we higher power. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Somebody needs to go check out 19 Keys, man. Look, Noelle said, "Oh man, girl." But that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for chilling with your girl Hyper Smart. This is just a little background, okay? You definitely can take the information, apply it wherever you see fit. If you like the video, definitely give me that thumbs up, okay? Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that you're updated when there's new videos. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Learn and develop and grow, okay? Peace, love, and prosperity. I will definitely catch you in the next one.